What's up, guys? Weather's starting to break back here in Michigan and I'm out of hibernation. Today's an interesting video for you guys, so I'm not going to break too many details yet. I want you guys to visualize everything, but I'm actually driving a Shelby, and if you look at the caption of this video, whatever I put, something along the lines of why I sold my Shelby GT500, and it's for good reason. That being said, we're going to head to my shop. We're driving this 2013 GT500. That's actually one of the best priced Shelbys I've ever had, 1314s. This one's, I believe, $47,000. Pretty good deal for it. Pretty much fully loaded. It's black with red stripes. We'll show it to you when we get to the shop, but I wanted to, today's a beautiful day in Michigan. It's about 70 degrees outside, and I wanted to kind of explain to you guys why I'm selling my Shelby. We'll go to the shop and do that though. Ignoring the flickering on the screen, it's just the camera. I can't pick up the LEDs. But yeah, beautiful day here in Michigan. I have this Shelby, beautiful Recaro. It's got navigation, it's got the shaker pack, it's got the track pack. Doesn't have the glass roof, but we're gonna go to the shop and we're gonna see two Shelbys with a glass roof.
Okay, we're ready to go.
Oh, it's good. Thanks, Wayne. Enjoy. Nice to meet you as well. Enjoy. All right, this has got to be making more sense to you guys now, right? 3 1314 Shelby GT500s. 2 of them are glass roof cars. One of them was my old one. So if you guys don't recognize it already, this is my old 14 GT500. I picked it up in Houston, Texas. Drove it all the way back to Michigan. Glass roof car, fully loaded, everything except the shaker package. Everything except glass roof, everything except shaker. And I think that one's missing, I think one of the track packs, which is like you can see in the front grille there. And on this one, there's the heat exchanger. I think it's a transcooler actually. I don't know for certain. But here, guys, here's the reason I'm selling this one. This is my car, first of all, has 23,000 miles. I bought it 4 years ago, and I've only put 4,000 or 3,800 miles on it in 4 years. And I love the car to death. It's fun as hell to drive. It's like a blast to drive. The way it looks is unbelievable. I mean, this is one of the best looking Mustangs ever, in my opinion. So that being said, I saw this one pop up, and the wheels look funky, so don't look at the black wheels. I know it looks weird. I'll throw a picture up on the screen right now of how it looked when I bought it. My buddy had it at his dealership, and I saw it for like a month, and I was like, do I just get this car? So back here, you can see those have the original gray wheels. These are the wheels that came off this car. 23,000 miles, 2,100 miles. One owner, super clean. This one's clean Carfax. This one's clean Carfax, so I have nothing to worry about like the Carfax, but this one's a one owner. Obviously, I'm not the original owner on this one. So the fact that got a one owner, all original, you guys know how I feel about that. I couldn't resist. So called my buddy, didn't want to negotiate on the price much, and he's like, take it or leave it. And I was like, fine, this is perfect. I'll tell you the reason why I did it, because my car with 23,000 miles is perfect. And I'll tell you why I don't like this car in a second, but if I'm going to drive that car, and keep in mind, I drove it all the way from Houston, so I probably put 1,000 miles on it just on the drive back. And I didn't drive much after that. So I probably put 2,000 miles in 4 years, 500 miles a year. And to be honest with you, in the past 2 years, I probably only put 500 miles on this thing. And I've done like 4 oil changes. So every year I do an oil change, I pay registration on the car. Did not even drive it. Not saying I don't love driving it, and I'm like one of those boomers that don't want to drive cars. I love driving them. I just don't have the time for it. It's not practical taking it to work. It's not practical taking it to family events. But it's practical for my hard work to go home and see these nice cars. And that's the reason I have the nice cars. I have them because, first of all, I love them, and I love driving them when I want to drive them. But I like coming home from work and knowing what I work hard for. That being said, if I'm going to have a GT500 and have it forever, which I'm not going to get rid of my Mustang. Like, if one day I get something different, which I don't think I am, but if I find something more better than this one and I buy it, I'm only buying it because I want to replace it to a better one. For those looking at this one, this car is perfect. You'll be happy with it. But for me, given that I'm not going to drive it as much, I told myself it's a no-brainer to pay more money, but to have a cleaner, low mileage one owner car that's gonna rot probably on my lift at my house, but it's also gonna be something that can't really lose on, not gonna depreciate, you know, super nice. And now I'll tell you the bad. Well, the bad is I'm selling my car that I've had for 4 years, right? That's the bad. The second part of the bad is I don't like white cars. I don't like white stripes. I'm not a big white car kind of guy. I'm the opposite. I'm the weird guy that likes red cars. People don't like yellow. People don't like red. People like black and white. I don't like white. I like red. And I like black. And I don't like white on red. So that's not a big deal, right? Because you can just replace the stripes. Granted, it's not going to be original. You can replace the side stripes. One thing you can't replace is, granted, they're perfect, literally like no wear on the seats. You can't replace the white seats. So I'm over here torn because do I leave the white stripes? And keep in mind, I'm gonna do everything I did to that one. I'm gonna do the side skirts. I'm gonna do the new front splitter. I'm gonna tint the windows. This thing smells brand new. It's crazy. But that being said, do I just replace the stripes on the outside to black stripes and leave the inside and tint it out so you can't even see the white and just leave it and be like, this is cool, white on the inside? And because I'm not going to customize the inside, it has chrome, I'm going to leave it there. The outside, I'm going to put like black and red emblems. You can see I already swapped the wheels. So that's what I was getting to. I swapped the wheels because I just powder coated these not too long ago, or a couple of years ago, and I was like, I'm going to do it anyways. I might as well put the originals on that car. So that's what I did. That's why it looks a little funky. It doesn't look fully original because the graphite type wheels are original. It's cool, actually. You guys tell me in the comments what you like better. Satin black wheels, granted they're dirty. Original wheels, which honestly, I'm loving the originals. This looks really, really weird to me right now. I'm not a big fan of how this looks. Granted, I know it's going to be better later, but graphite, whatever, gunmetal, satin black, or on this other one here, do you like the gloss black? I like the gloss black. I like the gloss black with the, man, these cars are a little dusty. I gotta get them cleaned. I like the gloss black with the red calipers. But yeah, you can see I did the RTR decklet too on this. It's like a really sleek look, red and black emblems. That being said, that's why I did it. Shout out my buddy Michael, Morrison Motor Cars, another dealership like myself selling performance cars. And he had this one that he bought locally. So North Carolina car, all its life, no accidents, perfect. That's why I did it though. 2,000 miles, and I'll get in there and actually start it up. If I can find which Shelby key I have. I have 4 of them in my pocket. Actually, 6 of them in my pocket. That's not the right one either. Okay, we're just gonna get in and we're gonna figure it out when we're in the car. You can actually see right there, 2188 miles. And what I mean, like, I've never smelled a brand new one other than one of them I had before. About 2 years ago, I sold to a lady in Texas. It smells literally brand new. I mean, this, you can eat off of this thing. So, looks good, smells good. Glass roof. That's the glass roof cover is like literally tight and perfect. Knowing that now, guys, what do you think? Do you think I made a good decision? Do you think it, and now obviously it's going to make more sense to a lot of you guys why I did it, because a lot of people actually surprisingly called me and texted me like, hey, I thought you were never going to sell that car. And then I sent them the link to the new car and they're like, okay, that's all you have to say. That being said, I did that with my C7 ZR1. I had an automatic, same exact color combination, same exactly what I wanted, but I found a manual, low miles, couldn't resist it, don't drive it as much, so I might as well have the ones that I love and they're perfect. That being said, leave a comment down below. Which wheel color choice do you like? Think I made a good decision? Do you think I should try to get custom seats for this thing or just leave them how they are and tint this thing out? What do you think I should do? Leave it down below. Besides that, guys, I'm out of here. Guys looking to buy, sell any of your performance cars, hit me up, 248-365-0306. Sinister Auto Sales. Thanks, guys. I'm out of here.